So today our regional leaders came together and we've launched a campaign, Have Your Say, about the Three Waters government reform. It's important that our community understands the process and understands the transformational change that's going to happen with Three Waters across New Zealand. So we really hope that our community actually has their voice. A lot of them have done petitions, a lot of them have had their strong voice and contacted us through emails, and so we just want to make sure that they understand fully how they can have their say in the government reform for Three Waters. Well, we really worked very, very hard to get a regional model, and we've been working 3 years to bring our councils together and actually have a very, very strong, credible model for Hawke's Bay. We took that to the Crown, it was rejected, and so now we need to make sure our community understands what the Three Waters model means for them, how they get on when they have a broken water pipe, how they pay their bill, and what the Three Waters model looks like with 21 councils across Entity C, which is what Hawke's Bay would be part of. We all agree that we need reform. There's no way that some of our small councils like Wairoa and Central Hawke's Bay could afford huge wastewater treatment plants. And so we looked at an aggregated model for our region where the bigger councils support the smaller councils and we work together as a region like we do across roading, like we do across civil defence emergency management, other things that we work together as a region with. We saw this was the best and credible model for our people. So we need to make sure that our community understands what this means for them, this government reform. It's just about bigger's not always best, and so we just need to make sure that they know how the Three Waters are going to be delivered. For us, it's about growth. Our region is facing the highest regional growth in New Zealand in the last year, and this is from Infometrics. And that growth that we're experiencing is on the back of our amazing primary industries and primary sector. So if we're going to manage that growth in the future, Three Waters is a critical part of how we manage growth. And so if we're taking a new development, whether it's residential or industrial, we need to make sure the Three Waters is actually right there and we can deliver that as part of bringing new land for growth. So for us as a council, us understanding our priorities, whether we're going to be the first in line to get some investment, that's really, really critical for us, and we need our community to have their say through a select committee process. Our mayors all agree we need reform, so we're not up in arms about reform. We know that we need a model that is going to work for our community, but we need our community to understand what that model looks like and how best it's going to work. And I'll be advocating very strongly for Hastings and Hawke's Bay. And I've done that all the way through. We went to government and we took our model, and in fact we were rewarded. The Prime Minister came here and gave us $50 million towards a regional investment in waters, which now you can see we've got $82 million of investment in safe drinking water. But to manage our stormwater, to manage our wastewater across the region, this is a significant investment, and we want the best model that is going to work for us. Well, we were the only region that took a regional model. So if the government had said to all the regions in Aotearoa, get your regional model, bring it to us, this is where we could start for the first 5 years, and then we could move to a 4-entity model. That didn't happen. So we need to know how we can best work now to make sure that we get the government to understand what our community feels about this. And they tell me often, and we get lots of emails. So the only way we can do this is them having their say through a select committee process. So in terms of the cost of this campaign, in terms of intergenerational change and how the Three Waters are going to be delivered, it's a very, very small number to make sure people understand the change and the impact on their lives and how they do their business and who's going to look after their waters. It's about the social, economic and environmental well-being of our region, and we need to make sure we're protecting it for future, and we're going to deliver these services the best way we can.
And how will it be paid across the councils?
That the investment of $139,000. Well, we have a model at the moment. We put in some funds to deliver regional delivery services, and it'll come out of that fund that all the councils contribute to regional services. Today is about our community having their say, making sure they have all the information they need to do that. Kia ora.